Good afternoon. This is Pamela, and you are listening to Watchmen on the Pod. I am going to finish the book of James. Not finish the book of James. I'm sorry, finish the chapter 1 of the book of James. And we are going through the Bible commentary series by Vernon McGee, starting at verse 26. And it says, "If any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain." Religious and religion are not actually Bible words. That is, they occur only about a half a dozen times in the New Testament. James uses them more than any other New Testament writer. The word religion comes from a Latin word which means to bind back. Although Herodias used the word, it was not a word used commonly in the Greek language. He spoke of the religion of the Egyptian priests. The word was to do with going through a ritual, a form, or a ceremony. There are many religions today, and they can demonstrate that they have faithful, zealous followers. But you cannot call a religion Christian simply because it conforms to certain outward forms of ritual. Christianity is not a religion. It is a person, and that person is Jesus Christ. You either have him or you don't have him. James is saying here that if a religious man does not control his speech, his religion, regardless of what it is vain. What about the Christian and his tongue? James is going to have a great deal to say in chapter 3 about the child of God and this matter of bridling the tongue. Someone has said, you can't believe half of what you hear, but you can repeat it. That is a real problem in the church today. We have too many people who have unbridled tongues. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this: to visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. That is James 1:27. This is a tremendous statement. Pure is the positive side, and undefiled is the negative side. You need to have both if you are to have the right kind of religion. And Christianity certainly ought to produce this. To visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction. This is the positive side. A child of God ought to be in personal contact with the sorrow of the world and the problems of the people of the world. This is where the politicians are very clever. They go out and meet the people and shake their hands. They make a personal contact. In the same way, Christians should be going out where the people are. I feel there is a grave danger in our having a religion of the sanctuary, but not a religion of the street. We need a religion of the street also. We should be in contact with the world in a personal way, with tenderness and kindness and helpfulness. And to keep himself unspotted from the world. This now is the negative side. Contact with the world does not mean that we should become implicated in the things of the world. As believers, we are in this world, but we are not of this world. I think of the story of the little boy whose mother had died. His father was a poor man, but he worked and tried to raise the little fellow. There was a wealthy couple, relatives, who became interested in the boy. They said to the father, "You are not able to give the boy everything in life. We are wealthy. We can give him everything." So the father went to the little boy to talk to him about going to live with these folks. He said to the little fellow, they'll give you a bicycle, give you toys, and give you wonderful gifts at Christmas. And they will take you on trips. They will do things for you that I cannot do for you. The little boy said, I don't want to go. And the father said, why? The boy said, they can't give me you. That's what the little fellow wanted. There are a lot of people out yonder today who want that personal contact. My friend, you can bring a Christian contact to these people with sweetness and love and consideration and kindness. But let us remember to keep ourselves unspotted from the world. We can get so implicated in the things of the world that it becomes a dangerous thing. And I know it's short, but, once again, it's a mouthful. Things to really think upon, isn't it? Next time we will begin in chapter 2. I want you to know that I love you all so very much. I want you to read the Word of God, get in the Word of God, study the Word of God, love the Word of God. Make it a light unto your feet. Oh, stay in prayer. Stay focused on Jesus. I love you all. Bye-bye.